There it is.
What's up, everybody? Mike says his ice cubes are getting all sweaty, so we better get going on this thing.
Yeah, we've been screwing around a little bit pre-recording, but yeah,
Yeah, improvements for you guys. So.
they're sweaty looking.
I'm thirsty.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's a tequila old fashioned. There's a lot of options out there. I doing the research for this. There's several ways to do it. This one sounded the most appealing, so I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a bottle of Texano tequila.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. Das is a nice boot. It Heca Mexico Reposado does not even tell you where it's from. You know what? That's all right. It's tequila and it's from Mexico. That's about all I need to know.
Yeah, well, it's a big state. It gets confusing past the border.
So
Sorry.
That's all right. It calls for 1.5 ounces of tequila.
Whoa!
Like,
save the mic cord.
Good grief! It's hard to pour out of a boot. That's close.
This is our. I have to say I'm excited because we're trying to keep this 2 episodes. We're trying to bank some, but we got two recipes written on the board, but we have not. This is number uno for the day.
Can I trouble you, sir, to get me a napkin?
No, we're gonna.
Right. Whatever. Well, just to mop up the table here where I splattered stuff. So calls again for 1.5 ounces of tequila. I did 2.25.
Half a glass, whatever.
That's right. I got to remember, I got to have room for these ice cubes go in there. All right. Well, as good as that gets.
Your sweaty cubes?
My sweaty cubes, right? But it's just, yeah.
Well, can we put the thing back on there since you already got all crazy and Das Boot.
Das Boot. So a buddy of mine went down to Mexico years ago and got me that bottle. And not that it was unappreciated, but I was on a tequila ban for several years. I won't go into details. Just say it was probably justified. And
you kicked the dog.
No, I did not.
Oh.
I did have to repair some drywall.
Oh, what? Because the dog hit the drywall.
Anyway, so 1 ounce of agave syrup.
No animals were harmed in the filming of this cast.
Like honey, almost.
Well, yeah.
Some dribbly stuff. I did not bring a single or a spoon out. There's 1 ounce of agave syrup.
So I did cut these for either one of the recipes.
Okay. Well, you can adjust accordingly. So 1/2 ounce of Amaro liqueur. I chose Amaro Nonino. Just because I've got a couple of Amaros around the house. This is the one I'm going to use. Let's see if I cannot pour it like a complete tool again.
Do you not have any kind of
Stirring devices. Curtain rod, why not? Sure, it's sanitary when they
That's fine.
package that up over in China before they shipped it over here.
Well, as long as we put a mask on and stir it should be fine.
So, whatever. It's got alcohol, it'll. 2 dashes of Peychaud's. I'm not even going to read what's on the board. Dave had a hard time with Peychaud's. But two dashes of Peychaud's.
You know, I can't wait for this. So, like I said, we have not had. We are. We did have a little. Man.
And 2 dashes of orange bitters.
We had. I'm excited for both this episode, and I'm gonna go ahead and divulge. I'm working on a avocado Rita for our second show. However, we had to go to the liquor store And I was gonna say we're stone cold sober right now, but we did have. They had a little Don Julio shot, and it looked like a big Don Julio, but it was a little Don Julio. So we did half a shot at.
We had a shot. That doesn't
Shot.
count. Well, we had a shot of that other the boot tequila.
Hey, it works.
We are professionals, right? Now, if you want professional, I mean, probably came to the wrong page. But as long as we don't.
You want that? Oh, now that it's clean, you want it?
Stirred. So yeah, I mean, so I'm excited to give this a shot.
Yeah, there's something thick. You can see that rolling around still in the.
It's yeah.
Good thing I had a big spoon here to stir it all up.
It's organic organic blue agave syrup. So that's the local, what that store called. I never shopped there, but nothing against them. I just don't. Grocery outlet, yeah. All right, a couple sweaty cubes. Everything's fine. Oh, look at how easy they come out when you let them defrost for a minute. I'm sure you don't mind my fingers if you're fine with
the Chinese curtain rod.
The Chinese curtain rod.
I will roll with it.
All right. So,
ooh, look at that.
Well, I gotta try it as is for. Well, go for it. You do you. I just gotta try the standard off the shelf
there
version.
Look at that. That's pretty. Look at that.
It looks like an old fashioned. It's the reposado and the
right.
got 3 different brown ingredients.
You got that glass.
Yeah.
Collectors.
Apparently, right? Yeah, they don't make them anymore. So apparently we need to get some day drinking glasses or some kind of swag for the 12 people that watch the program. Thank you.
Ooh, it smells.
Oh man. I'd make pretty quick work of you on a weekend because that's really good.
Wow, you can. So that's got to be the Nonino coming through.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
I did not know what to expect from that in this. Now the lime does sound like it might add a nice little twist to it.
I want a spicy lime.
All right.
That is delicious.
You don't even really know it's tequila. I mean, there's just a slight hint of that in the background, but I don't really get a whole lot of the tequila flavor off of it. I don't know if that's good or bad. That is a pretty decent bottle of tequila.
Okay, so run this through. Technically, an ounce and a half of tequila, 1 ounce of agave, which is kind of a lot, but so you truly poured a half ounce of Amaro?
Yeah, it was a true half ounce of Amaro. I was a little shy on the agave. I was at like 3/4 ounce, not a full ounce. I didn't pull it right to the brim.
Very well balanced.
It is. Yeah, they again, I wasn't sure how that was all going to pan out with the different bitters and the Amaro in there, but man.
Well, and I haven't had agave in a while, so that could be. Agave's nice because it's supposed to be your sugar substitute.
Yeah, it's a healthier choice. I'm going to try that in the regular old fashioned too. Whiskey old fashioned. I mean, it's so thick though. Dang.
You got homework all around.
All right.
It is kind of it's a in between like a regular simple syrup and a honey. It's you don't need to get it warm to mix kind of thing, with honey, but it's definitely thicker than the normal simple syrup.
It's hard work, but it's honest work. All right, I'm gonna spice this one up a little bit too. Did you squeeze it or anything?
No, I just kind of let it mingle in there. I mean, it's.
Does that do anything? Does it just make it? I don't know. I guess I'll try it out.
It's very minute. It's pleasant in there. It's
pleasant.
You could definitely tell that it added something, but it's not like, oh, there's a jalapeno in there.
All right. Yeah, I get that. Just a little zest on the backside.
Yeah, yeah, and that's really for our coming up next drink. But you guys have to stay tuned.
Yeah.
Or if Bill messes up, it may be it may be reverse order. Whatever.
I have no idea. We completely lost an episode. I still this don't buy a Lenovo. If you're in the market for a computer, don't buy a Lenovo.
Baby, come on, baby.
This thing worked well for about, I guess, about a year. No, not quite. And it started giving glitches and stuff. And either the monitor's gone out or the cable to the monitor from the. Anyway, probably not my best purchase. I had Toshibas back in the day for work computers, and those things flew on airplanes and taxi cabs and all kinds of travels with me. I never had a glitch with them.
When we're doing this for you, we're speeding this on bigger and better because we just came up with new table arrangement and what you guys don't see in the background is some notes and monitors and stuff. So we're gonna day drinking and just rip the band-aid off and we're fully 2.0 Big Rooster.
Now?
Well, I'm going to finish a drink. I'm just saying, stay tuned because
we're going to revamp the studio.
Yeah.
Bigger monitors and change the table up. And I think you guys will like it. I know it'll make it better for us. So anyway, to rehash, tequila old fashioned. And I'll tell you which site. I think it was Hornitos site that I got the recipe from. Yep, Hornitos Tequila. So if you go to Hornitos Tequila, their website calls it the Hornitos Black Barrel Tequila Old Fashioned. So
a lot of words in there,
right? I really enjoy it. I do have a bottle of Hornitos. I suppose I could have used, but
I'm okay with that. I can see it. I think this is going to give it a. So what do you have for Hornitos?
It's a Reposado also.
Oh, well, shut up.
This is darker. Of course, I got this bottle literally like 25 years ago and just opened it last year.
I don't think it would have changed, though.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, it was sealed, plastic around the top and all that. You just click the mouse and that, what's going on there? Hey, we still recording?
Bill? Oh, okay.
All right. Just making sure. I heard a click when you rocked the bottle back. So.
Fine, whatever. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. So anyway, ounce and a half of tequila. I used 2, or 2 1/4, or whatever that came out to be on this one.
We'll call it 2.
2. An ounce of agave syrup, a half ounce of Amaro liqueur, and there are various. They didn't really specify, so I've got Amaro Nonino. I've got forget what the other Amaro is. They're both good.
The cherry wood version.
Yeah.
I would not use that in here.
I guess it was cherrywood, huh? I don't know. Was the other Amaro? Not the.
Yeah,
You're thinking Luxardo.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's not the Luxardo. Yeah. No, both Amaros worked well in the paper plane, is what I got them for.
You're correct. Yeah.
And so they're both good. I don't think you can go wrong with any Amaro just based off of the sweetness, the fruitiness that you get off of it. I think that's why they're putting that out there. And then a couple dashes of Pashad's bitters is what I used. It just said 2 dashes of bitters. Well, that's a pretty broad statement. So I chose Pashad's just because this is kind of a fruity edge to it. So is that. And then the orange bitters did call for that specifically. A couple dashes of those. And man, it makes a great, refreshing summertime drink. So
really well balanced. You can pick up the tequila somehow rides in the background, but you can pick up the Pashad. You can pick up the orange. I'll call it apricot, maybe from the Hornito.
Yeah,
it's really well balanced.
Yeah, and it is a refreshing, fruity, for lack of a better way to put it, drink.
Dude fruity. It's not like
dude fruity. Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I'm not holding my.
Grinder. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Shut up. I don't know how else to put it without. I mean, it's not a pinky out drink by any means.
Yeah, it's not a girly rum umbrella type
Not a
fruit. It's
Malibu
not
rum with
fruit
4 fruit
forward.
juices.
Right. Yeah.
It's just got that light flavor to it. So
The jalapeno the closest I get to a fruit. Oh. But yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys next week. Here comes the hate mail. It goes to Dave. Dave at bigroostermedia.com.
I'm trying to get viewers, man. I do have to thank you.
Controversial.
We are, I'll call it the mid 15,000 views. So thank you, seriously. But
yeah, no, we appreciate you guys, and we joke about it. I mean, we don't have a huge audience. We're working on making some changes, and I mean, the whole program has kind of a change since we got into day drinking. Come to find out, one of my wife's nephews is very big into the smoky tequila spinoff stuff. Drawing a complete blank. Mezcal. He's Jordan. If you're watching, I haven't forgot about you, buddy. We got a lot going on. But he does his own website on mezcal tasting and that. And so we're probably going to bring him virtually on the show at some point and pick up some mezcals that he recommends, and then we'll kind of I'm not very experienced in mezcal. How about you? I mean, I know you travel to Mexico a lot.
I do. I am. They're very. We use it all the time. They're polarizing. For me, they're either just enough smoky or, oh my god, that's smoky.
They're kind of the Scotch of the whiskey world, then.
Yeah. Yes, very simple answer. Yes, and I know Scotches are regional and this, that, and the other, and sometimes, and you know what you're getting if you know how to read a Scotch. But
right.
Yeah, mezcal. If there is a code for the smoky and the not so smoky, I got questions for the dude.
All right, yeah, and hopefully he can educate us on that, because
there goes the spoon.
Well, we ain't stirring our cocktails with that anymore. I think the dog peed over there. Bill,
clean up
with Dave.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jordan, we're going to have you on the show here at some point, and sooner rather than later. Just got a lot going on, and but I want to learn about mezcal because I know that much. That's one alcohol that I've gotten drunk on it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. I think I've referenced that in the past. But it was whatever bottle showed up with the worm in it. And I mean, that was years ago and back in the heavy partying days. And
I am looking forward to that because there is a big, if you try to ask, and it's me, if you go down to Mexico and try to ask, smoky, not smoky, there's a language barrier. And the places I go, yes, they do talk very well English and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, but when you get drilled down that far and you're trying to get answers, your Spanish better be that much good, or their English better be on point. So I'm interested in talking with.
And so his website is called Mezcal Curiosity, and I'd recommend checking it out. And they do actually have a flavor wheel on there for mezcal. Yeah, you can.
It looks like a Pokemon card.
Well, I mean, it's similar to the whiskey wheel. It's a little glary, I think, for that. But and so, I mean, I'm sure he'll have some better graphics. We'll get him on the show. We'll talk more about it, and we'll go a little. I'll probably print this out actually, and we'll go a little more in depth. But that's one of the things coming up is a little education on mezcal, because again, minimal experience. If it had a worm in the bottom of the bottle, that's what I'd buy. Because if you eat the worm, you get to see things, man.
When we got if we go to Jordan,
if
we go to Jordan, maybe we can get Lagunitas on here too. I think Lagunitas. There's a connection to Lagunitas.
I do have a connection to Lagunitas.
There's steps. I'm just saying. One day, Sammy, buck up, buddy. We got room for you. I got.
Sammy.
Hagar, man.
Oh, we're gonna get him on the show.
Well, yeah, he watches. No, I don't. He's got a tequila company. I'm just saying, there's steps.
I
We get,
I'd love to have Sammy on. Probably not likely.
we get the friends of the family on, and then people start watching, and then we blow up, man. We get Sammy on.
And Sammy's not mezcal; it's mesquita,
Oh yeah, he blends some.
mescalita, or something.
Yeah. Anyway, there's steps.
Yeah.
I got dreams, man. I got dreams.
Hey, you never know. If you don't.
We'll start with Jordan. Go from there.
All right. Well, Jordan's a good kid. I'm looking forward to having him on the show. I'm looking forward a lot to learning about mezcal. 'Cause that's probably the hard alcohol I know the least about.
All right.
Honestly, I mean, I know my scotches, I know my whiskeys. I've learned a lot about tequila in the last 6 months or so. I used to think Blanco was the stuff that I liked, and I've discovered it is absolutely not what I like. I like the extra añejo. Thank you, Dave, for educating me on that. The Cava de Oro, best tequila on the planet, in my opinion. I don't see how you could improve on that, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah. Bring it on. Drop your favorite tequila
Yeah, what is your favorite?
in the comments.
And on that note,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? Speaking of Sammy, I even wore my Cabo Wabo shirt.
See? Yeah.
So, Sammy, come on. I met you.
Now he's on board.
Yeah, we hung out at a True Value Hardware in Walnut Creek, California about 35 years ago. You got to remember me. Anyway.
Sure. Oh, that's your phone now. Look at that.
Right? No, it's
Yeah.
over here.
Oh.
Yeah. But thanks a lot, you guys. Appreciate you. We don't need to drag this out too long because, well, we got to finish these drinks and then do another episode that involves a blender and mechanical devices. and so on.
More day drinking.
Yeah, more day drinking.
Cheers.
So cheers, you guys. Thanks a lot.